by Shadow Reviews, and before I get going, with the normal video, I just want to say thank you guys so much for 10 subscribers. It is just awesome to see that, people are like interested and like willing to come back and watch my videos and just see the cool mocks that I make. Because, there's a time when I tried to do this and I didn't have a YouTube account. So, and I mean, I kind of had one, but things took forever to upload and stuff, but now things are going better with like the programs I have in editing and stuff. And so now, all thanks to you guys, I now have, kind of a following. I have 10 people willing to, stick around and watch me talk for 15 minutes about pieces of plastic put together to make bigger hunks of plastic. So yeah, thank you guys so much for, sticking with me and just kind of building a little fan base, ever so small, but, it's not always the big, it's, the little things that lead to the big things, I guess. So thank you guys so much, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. There's a pilot, and he's not CCBS. He's a minifig. So hey guys, welcome to another video by Shadow Reviews. Thank you guys for just sticking around. Thank you guys so much for 10 subscribers. No, it's not, for some people, it may not be like that super spectacular thing, but for me it is, because everybody starts out with nothing and then they progress to bigger things. But you have to start out small, and 10 subscribers is pretty good for a little channel like me. So thank you guys so much for sticking with me and just, kind of building a small following around me. Because like I keep saying, it's small, it's not like the biggest deal, but, when you start out with like no subscribers, 10 subscribers is a lot to you. So thank you guys so much. Just thank you. So today, I just wanted to do something a little bit different for a celebration. So today I'm not going to be reviewing another one of my CCBS mock figures. I'm going to review one of my system mocks. Now, I've built a lot of system mocks, and don't confuse that with having a lot of system mocks, but I built many system mocks. Like, the way we do things, we have like an interceptor, like, a couple things, but like just building a Lego interceptor type ship, we've built like 10 versions of it, just of the interceptor. That's not counting a whole lot of other ships. Like, we built a tank based on the NRG tank from Ninjago, and we've redone that at least 3 or 4 times. And the way it is now, it's a lot better. Didn't change it like super a whole lot, but it's definitely a lot different from when it first, began. So today I'm going to review 2 of my favorite system mocks. My Interceptor, which I was talking about, having redone a whole lot of times, and another ship that I really like. So this is our pilot for both of those ships. It's me, quite simply. I use the Anakin Skywalker here in brown. Probably should get that in black because I would prefer that. And a Ninjago J face, because that's cool. Some red pants and a black jacket. So let's start with the Interceptor. So here it is, and right off the bat I want to say, for both of these ships, don't bother me, or let me put that a different way. Don't worry about the colors of the ships. I don't have enough system parts to make the ships a single, unified color, and that's just the way it is. So here this is. Let me angle up so that you guys can get a little more space. So here this thing is, and it's a pretty nice ship. So here's the top view. You see it has some nice shaping to the wings, and it's just kind of angular and cool. So this fuselage here, the main body of the ship, I've used before for like different designs, but this is my most recent copy, I guess, or just rendition, I guess. I do like this one like the best out of all the ones I've built. I know before this I had one that was built like one of Batman's previous but kind of recent Batwings, I think from 2013 maybe, where it had like a main body, then it had the wing, then it had like straight pieces going out, and then like this out extended like that, and then the back of the wings could come down or up like that, if you know what I'm talking about. It was a Batwing. I think it was a couple years ago that they made that. But that was one of my earlier, I think that was the one that came right before this. I got tired of that one, so I decided to build something new, and here it is. So you have a couple of stickered pieces. I think this one is stickered. I'm looking at it now. Yeah, I think this is stickered because it's a little off from the center, if you can see that. I do have some other stickered pieces like this, which isn't actually like an official Lego piece, but it's close enough. These are stickered, but these aren't Lego pieces either. And you'll see with, if you do get to see more of these MOCs, you'll see that some of these pieces aren't actually Lego, but, you know, like Lego spin-offs. Some of them are a little bit more subtle, like this one, which looks just like this one, which this one is a Lego piece. These two right here, these are definitely not Lego pieces. I haven't seen Lego make anything like those. They should though. These are like, you use these on like so many things, and they're just great. Anyway, getting back to the ship, here's a front view of it. So if you see this coming at you, you'll know it's me. Your two laser cannons here. Some maybe venting here. It's got some pretty nice shaping. I guess it's pretty aerodynamic. You have this kind, you know, like I don't know, like that, I guess. Yeah, I think this maybe would be possible on Earth. I mean, you know, most ships I build are like super realistic, but this might be able to fly. Like actually fly on Earth. Might need to be like pretty big, because this isn't that long. This is what, like 2, 1, wait, this is 1, 5, 7, 11. This whole body from in front of the cockpit is 11 studs long. So I mean, compared to a minifigure, this ship really isn't that big. So let me show you. Yeah, you can see that that ship is not the biggest. So I mean, you might have to upsize it if this was to be built in real life. But moving on to that cockpit I mentioned, here it is. It just uses this canopy piece that Lego used on the Jedi Starfighters quite often, at least from the Clone Wars Starfighters. In here you just got a couple of these wall elements on one of these 1x4 plates, so that's good. I probably could have connected this better. Don't really know why I didn't, but you know, these can pop off. I don't know why, but these 1x4 plates seem to be kind of loose. The minifigure simply fits right in there, and yeah, here's the back section with kind of some fins back here to make it look better. Here's what it looks like without the canopy on. Still looks pretty cool. Definitely benefits from having that canopy. It's a pretty well built ship. If you drop it, it probably would come apart just because it's Lego, but you know, it'd be pretty easy to fix. So I mean, most of my builds typically are pretty sturdy. At least I try to make them. I don't even know why I said there. I try to make sure that when I build, I'm connecting more than one stud. Like, if I have 2 plates side by side right here, I'll put like a plate between them so that they're connected. I try to build as sturdy as possible just because that's a good way to build. You know, anybody tries that. But let's get this guy a helmet. So let's take off his hair, give him one of these helmets. This one's actually from World Race. I think the World Race theme. So that's cool. So you can get him ready, set him down, then just stick him in right here. Sadly, there's no console or controls or computer, but it doesn't really matter. So just put him in there, and there he is. You know, I'm flying my ship. Yeah. So there I am. You can barely see me with these lights shining on it because you have that glare there, but you can see me in there. And it's pretty cool. Back here you'll see I have this, let me take this off so you can see it. A trans red brick. So let's take this out. And this, in my Lego universe, this is called a crystal or a master crystal. Basically it's like energy type stuff. It's like a special thing. Well, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like a thing specific to my universe. And since we only have one of these trans red bricks and one of the trans blue bricks, these are like super rare for us. I mean, I haven't seen any of these bricks on sets, or like, just period. I haven't seen them on sets. I mean, I've seen the 1x2 trans red and trans blue kind of recently, and then there's a whole lot of plates they've been releasing on different sets, but This is like a really rare piece. I haven't seen this like at all. Basically, it's kind of like a special energy crystal with like special powers in the LEGO universe, you know, stuff like that. Basically, it's in the ship, and it can supercharge the ship to do like super cool stuff. But that's just a little bit into my LEGO universe. It's just back there. You could consider that a booster, if you want to. But you know, there's your look at that ship. So I'm going to just pose this up like that, and let's move on to the next ship. So the next ship I want to, or starfighter, the next starfighter I want to show you is something a little more Star Warsian looking, but still definitely custom. I didn't mention the name of my last ship. I mean, most of my ships we kind of named, but it's been so long since we built something new that I've forgotten most of them. There's a couple that I remember, but you know, some of mine I don't remember the names of. This one I might remember. It's something with star in it. I don't completely remember, but oh well. Maybe I'll come up with something and put it in the video title or video description or something. But let's get to the ship, and here it is. Now, like I said, don't worry about the colors. I don't have enough pieces to make these a singular color. You see, you got a whole lot of different colors, and the same with the last one. But I did actually build this on LEGO Digital Designer once, and when I did, I made it white and blue, and that looked really cool with this thing. Just looks awesome, and you can see there's definitely a bit of white and blue, so you get kind of a sample of what that would look like. But this is more like I guess it's kind of a faster ship. It definitely has more weapons than my other one. I guess I didn't show that too well, but when I pointed out those laser cannons, those were 1x2 bricks that I used just to be unique, and they were connected to 1x2 Technic bricks with the 2 Technicals, if that makes any sense. Kind of form some specialized or special looking laser blasters. This has a lot more weapons. You can see it has 2 up here, 4 right here, and then there's 1 there. So this one's not exactly at the interceptor level, but I guess not well, I guess it is at the assault class ship level, but this one's definitely one of the faster ships, more maneuverable, but it does carry a lot more weapons that are a bit stronger. You can see there's the scale you get compared to a minifigure, so this is probably not realistic scale, but you know, LEGO doesn't always do that with some of its stuff, just because of the sheer size things can get to be. And since I don't own the biggest LEGO collection, if I want to build more than one ship, I have to keep things somewhat small. But, I mean, it doesn't really matter. It looks cool regardless. I mean, just look at this from the top. That looks awesome. And you can definitely see why I said it's Star Warsian. This kind of reminds me of an A-wing, or, you know, something like that, where you have your, like, A shape and just... yeah, that I just really like this ship, which is why I haven't taken this apart like at all. If I ever take this apart, I'm going to be kind of sad, because I really like this ship. This ship is just awesome. Now aside from that, you do have, well, I guess I'm not really sure where to go from here. Let's talk about the front. The front I tried to be creative with, so I have these 2 things coming in, these 2 longer angled plates coming in, and then if it's better seen from the bottom, these angled outward instead. So you have this flat edge here, and it just kind of forms kind of a unique nose shape where this comes in at an angle, then it just flattens out. This goes back in, you have your little bit of angle going in there. It's just cool. I was just trying to come up with something unique for the nose that I wasn't just like coming together at a point like most ships do. You see I have some nice things in here. A couple of these pieces I would replace, like, you know, I probably would replace all of them since this thing isn't a single color. This one I replaced with those bricks with like the corner slope in them, just that they'd fit better here. Do have some plates or tiles in here just to smooth things out. Here's the cockpit. You can see a little bit of a console, no sticker though, because I don't have, outside of my sets, I don't have a lot of stickered pieces. Got some wall elements here so you can fit his arms, a little bit of a seat here, and just these. So you have some small gaps in there just due to how I set things up, but it's not too big of a deal. You can see the canopy really ties things together. Like, look at this thing without it. I mean, it's still there, but you know, it looks pretty good. But then you put this down, it just looks so much better. Here you have your engines. If these were to intake air, it'd probably have to be like really far down, because I did not leave these open at all. You can see, and just a front view for you guys. These engines are definitely like fully enclosed, except for this, like half of it back here. So there's that. But I do really like this engine design, you know, coupled with everything else where they're like built into the sides of the ship. It's definitely really, really cool. I just, you know, this thing is just definitely one of my favorites, and you can just tell by how much I am praising it. These aren't actual Lego pieces, but they have a Lego equivalent that is much better than them. Yeah, this ship, I just like it. The bottom is, you know, usually not the like super best looking thing, but you know, I'm not really concerned with how the bottom looks, as mostly I'm flying it like this, perhaps, or like this, so it's not a big deal. Got some more white back here. I think I had a couple pieces here, like some cheese slopes right here. Didn't notice that when I took this down from the shelf, but whatever. I have this earthy piece here. You could replace that with the smoother variant. Some smoothing down here, and then these just to kind of, you know, angle it off. But yeah, this is definitely a cool ship. Have your weapons out to the side, which I guess I'll talk about. Have your single thing here, which would probably be something special, like maybe an ion cannon. These are probably, actually, these two maybe here would be like lasers. These would probably be something. These might be your main laser cannons, though, and maybe the ones out to the side. But it's definitely got some cool weapons. I tried to you know, use Technic and, you know, branch out and create some weapons that look cool and just unique. I guess you guys can tell, I just really, really like this ship. And I mean, it is my MOC, so saying like all this good stuff about it, you don't have to take like too seriously. I mean, you can just look at it and form your own opinions. But I think this thing is just cool. It's definitely one of the best ships I've ever built. If only I could just make it all white and blue like I want to. So let's open this up. I can put my minifigure in it, just like that, and he fits very nicely. Close the cockpit, and there you go. So you got that light flare again, so it's kind of hard to see in there, but you can still see in there. Looks pretty cool. I mean, if anything else, I could definitely see this thing hovering above the ground. It's like hover speeder. I mean, just taking this off and maybe putting a windshield right there. Yeah, that could work. Just has that speeder type of look, which is maybe why I like it. But I mean, like I said, this does have kind of Star Warsian feel, which is probably also why I really like it. I mean, you could put this next to an A-wing. I haven't had that A-wing set. I haven't counted how many studs long it is, but it probably maybe be about to maybe from here to here, perhaps. I'm not really sure, but this is definitely, if it was an A-wing, like I just like lengthened it out and thinned it maybe a little bit. But like I keep saying, I do really like this ship. It's just really cool to me. Definitely will be one of my better ships. But with that said, I guess it's time to end this video. Perhaps I'll do another one of these types of videos where I review my system MOCs, but seeing as how I don't build with system as often just because of its more complex workings, I guess. I mean, I guess what I'm trying to say here is it's easier for me to remember how to build my CCBS MOCs because they're a lot simpler. Pop a couple things together, put on some Technic parts, yeah. And I don't build like super, like most of the time I don't build super heavily with Technic, so they're pretty easy to remember. But you know, system builds, you got all those studs, you got to make sure things are, you know, lined up properly, things are connected right. And then there's all the like inner workings that sometimes you don't even see, and just look at that. How am I supposed to memorize that? I mean, it's definitely possible, but you know, with ships that I build now, they're just way too, well, I guess any ship's complex, but there's just, what I'm trying to say here is there's no way I'm memorizing these things like easily. Like if I did, I'd have to like find some way to generate instructions and look at those like 24/7. I mean, what I'm trying to say is system locks are really cool, but for memorizing how to build them, it's not like the easiest task in the world, which is why I use CCBS. It's just a whole lot easier to remember, especially when I'm doing my Let's builds. So yeah, there's my two ships there. There's my interceptor. Is the heavier interceptor, I guess. But yeah, that's all I have to say. So thank you guys again for 10 subscribers. I just, it's just cool to see that at least 10 people are interested in seeing what I'm building on this channel. So thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoy. And if you haven't already subscribed, become a part of the, I guess, Shadow Reviews community, and go ahead, hit that subscribe button if you will. But thank you for the subscribers that I do already have. It's just cool to see, at least having a following. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.